City Pigeons, episode 64, coming to you from various locations.
Live from the coop.
What up?
Free big, hey, we've got free Big Dom Fink here.
Oh, I thought it said
Dom.
Freebie Jadam.
Free B Jadam. Nope, free Big Dom Fink.
That was wishful thinking on the Fink part.
And then if I hide this this overlay here, I should be able to actually see everybody else's. Right? We've got Chateau de Rock. I guess that means we're coming from Rock's house. Rock, how you doing?
I'm all right.
The Rock.
I was trying to have that background, that nice background with the piano and the fireplace.
You failed miserably.
I couldn't figure it out. I just downloaded the app, so
okay,
you don't
good
have
for you.
that option in the app.
Rocky, you all right, buddy? You sound a little morose.
No, I'm good. I'm
You're
great.
not in the holiday spirit?
I'm a Grinch every fucking
Nah,
Christmas
come meet me on
time.
Walnut
Hey.
Street, buddy. It's the best. Come walk
What?
Walnut Street with me. It's
Walnut Street.
glorious.
What's going on down there?
It's
December.
decorated for Christmas,
Come on,
bro.
man. It's the best time of year, Rock.
Bah humbug.
It's the most
That's
wonderful.
what
Why
I'm
are you a
saying.
Grinch?
Yeah, tell him, Meech.
All right,
I
now
don't
Tom and Meech are at the coop again. They seem to love being butt buddies, meeting up there. I'm not there because, to be honest with you, I feel like the coop.
Or we're just committed to the cause.
Maybe
Or we have too many kids where we can't do this at the house.
What is that? 8 o'clock
right.
at my house is not.
Someone,
exactly
by the way, someone needs to verify that this is actually working. Can you text a friend to make sure it's working? Because you never know with us. I think it is. So you guys are at the coop, and to be honest with you, I'm not there because I feel like the coop is bad, a little bit of bad juju. Like we've watched some bad L's there of late. Can we point to some good games that we watched there, like big games that we won? Have there
the
been
first
any?
event, or opening night at the coop?
Yeah, but that was like the first game of the season, 1
You're
o'clock
asking.
game.
I'm giving you an answer.
But listen, you can't blame this venue for the reason why they stunk so bad. You just can't do it.
Just saying.
We just have to keep showing up until they win. We'll break the curse eventually.
All right. Well, I'm committed.
But that doesn't give you an excuse to not show up tonight. There's no games on tonight. There's no bad juju if you show up here tonight for a podcast.
This is true, but I just feel like the place is kind of like, it just feels a little cursed. I'll be back there soon at some point, but right now I'm coming to you from the confines of my basement. I've got the pictures of the kids on the wall. I got my daughter's headphones on, rocking and rolling. We got some people in the chat. Keith, sup, fellas?
Yo, Keith.
What up, Keith?
Come on, Keith.
All right. So
Keith
here's the
brings
deal.
good vibes. That makes me feel a little bit better immediately.
Yeah, just getting a sup right off the bat.
Thank
We
you,
like
Keith.
that. So I wanted to start with a little commentary on the weather. And Fink, you are our kind of, I feel like, our weather spokesperson. You have yet to do your silent protest against winter. I assume that's coming. It hasn't been so cold. But I think I may have said this before. This is not necessarily an original thought. Other people have had this thought. But to me, the 40-degree day is like the worst possible day, right? To me, it's the purgatory of weather. Today, I'm like, do I go with the jacket? Do I need the beanie? I'm going to get lunch. I'm walking 5 or 6 blocks in Fishtown. In the 40-degree day, I mean, if it's 45, sunny, no wind, that's not a bad day. But if you're in the shade, there's wind. I'd rather have, honestly, give me 30 degrees or give me 50 degrees. 40 degrees, awful, worst weather ever, 40 degrees. Fink, your thoughts?
I wish it was 70 every day and sunny.
It is in other states.
Yeah,
You're living in the wrong place, buddy, for that.
Why do you
I hate like when you're saying with the 40-degree, I hate when it's like 30 degrees when you leave in the morning and then it goes up to like 50, 55 because you dress to get it outside. And then as you're outside, it's like the sun's coming out and it's like now you're sweating.
Oh, Keith is right.
I hate
40 and rain.
40 and rain.
Yeah,
I hate
40.
the rain. That rain's the
40
worst.
Thank you, Keith.
But Rock knows if you play golf, right? Like in the 40s is really tough because some days you'll be like, yo, we can go. It's sunny. There's not a lot of wind. But some days you go and then the wind, you're like, this is not good. So,
Yeah, basically, when you're a golfer, you can't play in 40 degrees if the wind's pretty much above like 10 miles per hour. You're in for a cold day.
I know
You
dudes.
could if you're dedicated.
That's true. There are dudes that play no matter what. They're crazy. I'm not feeling that.
Like
All right.
snow on the ground.
That was my one thing that occurred to me today. And then something else occurred to me because I saw this in my email. You guys get now, like Meech, you must get the emails about all the bands that are coming. Keep talking.
Somebody just robbed the coop.
He knocked his iPad over. You know how you get
There's
the
an
emails about
earthquake down there at 1025 Hamilton Street.
refocus. You know how you get the emails about the bands that are coming right from all the different places now. Well, I got one today. You guys are gonna love this. There's a band playing at what's it called? Damn it! What's the bowling alley place?
South Bowl.
Brooklyn Bowl.
Brooklyn Bowl. There's a band coming called Pigeons Playing Ping Pong.
Oh yeah.
That's an actual band. Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. So
Are we going?
yeah, maybe we should go. You know what I mean? With paddles, I don't know, but I thought
Maybe
Birds
we
of-
should go
birds-
somewhere and play ping
Birds
pong.
of a feather.
I thought you guys would like that. Pigeons playing ping pong. We should go all together. Well, it's kind of funny. Mark sent us that thing the other day.
We'll bring
It
the
was
pigeon foot bourbon.
right, and Beach Staple is doing a Sixers thing now, right? And
Right.
didn't Mark send that? And he was like, "Yo, check it out." I'm like, "We didn't invent the pigeon, you know. We didn't invent the pigeon. Staples.
We're just perfecting it.
yeah. We just Philadelphia.
And also,
tried
it's
it.
Christmas season, so shout out to Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2.
Mm.
He has bad vibes.
You want to know something? Never
I don't
saw.
like her.
Never saw Home Alone 2.
That's
Oh
a
my
lie.
God, it's a blast.
That's a lie.
Never.
Are you
Nope.
serious?
I got a pigeon,
What's the point?
What do you mean,
ornament
what's the
today.
point? It's the classic
see.
holiday.
He's home alone for a second time. What do you mean?
Home Alone 2?
Jess, your homework. You got to watch that with your kids over the holidays at some point, man.
Let's get a little more ice in my cup. A little more.
I see
Casamigos. You can't see that. It's weird.
Oh.
It's my bright light.
Fink's got the fresh fade over there.
Yeah, you
looking
got
like
this
Tyler
Yeah,
Hero.
you like that?
Tyler Hero. He looks like Tyler Hero. If Tyler Hero grew up in Northeast Philly.
Tyler Hero looks like he grew up in Northeast Philly.
He does look
You got-
like he
Are you guys
really,
bullying me right now?
Yes, we
Little
are
bit.
bullying you. No context needed. Okay, so here's the thing.
Fink, I
fellas.
wish I could get a fade. I just got like, just
We
bunch of
could.
stubble
Let's do
on
it. Let's see what we can do.
I mean, she should just grow out the size, dude, Dr. Phil style, for a little while.
George Costanza style.
No. Can I tell you guys my idea? And actually, I should have done this by now. Maybe I will now that I'm putting this into the air. So you know how guys with buzz cuts get like the lines cut in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like I have no hair. What if I did lines that are just hair? Right.
Mm.
So like I shaved my head, but I left like
So
three
like
lines of
the
hair.
reverse parts. is what
Yeah.
he's talking
I think
about.
that's like the Homer Simpson, ain't it?
Is that well that
Yeah.
scraggly hairs. These would be, you know.
We'll make scraggly
I-
lines. You get the Homer Simpson.
I think I would leave that idea probably behind, to be honest.
Okay.
Like I'm just being honest with you. Like I don't think that had.
Yo,
all you can
a
do is
year-
try it out. If you don't like
a
it, just
year
shave it off.
before I decided that I gotta just shave my head. I was holding on to the last bit of hope, and I had that Friar Tuck look where it was just like this big. There was like a ring right here, and it didn't like if you looked at me from the front, you couldn't tell. So if I looked in the mirror, I was like, I'm not that bad. Then I'd walk into like a Wawa and I'd look up at the security camera and just see this big ring. I was like, I gotta shave this shit, man. This ain't cool. Oh,
Roz,
what's up?
Oh.
I didn't mean to curse you.
Roz she can't hear you, so she's just here.
Okay.
My daughter Roz is making an appearance. Guys, you should see this girl dance, man. She is a absolute legend. She's the best. She's come down here. This is her space. I'm in her space. Okay.
She wants to
So-
sit with Casamigos.
Yeah. No, I don't think so, Roger. I don't think so. That's not where we're headed with this. That's not where we're headed. So you guys know everything that we do with this show, and I'm going to take responsibility. A lot of the things that are put in the air are coming from me, and a lot of it is tongue in cheek, right? So today, I'm thinking about this, and I'm saying, ironically, you know, we're miserable and we're 10-3. So it's the misery of being 10-3, and it's funny because I'm almost saying that not sarcastically, but I'm saying obviously in Philadelphia, it had to play out that we're 10-3 and we're miserable. And a lot of people are going to look at that and say, that's ridiculous. That's typical Philly. That's typical Negadelphia. And we've had some back and forth on this today even. And I was just thinking, yeah, as much as we want to sit here and talk about how much it sucks that they lost to the Cowboys, we all know that. We all know they're in a tough spot. We all know what they have to do to get back in the season. We have no idea if they're going to do it. We can sit here and talk for hours about why it happened. But you know what's more interesting to me? There's a discourse going on about how we're supposed to feel, how we're supposed to react, right? And it played out today because my man Tommy, you know, he took the good heart line of thought where he, you know, I posted something and he said, no, I'm not mad, you know, love Eagles always, right? And I'm like, okay. And
it's that peace and love of Goodhart that's rubbing off on me.
well, I'm just saying, like there's this.
And it's
I hate it.
systemic.
Here's what you know, real quick. We know that we have had for many years a reputation of being overly negative, right? And so the idea that we are and by the way, let me just say, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm Jesse, the TikTok star now, because I posted a video of me talking about the 49ers game on TikTok, and a lot of action on TikTok, guys. So just, I want you to know.
I thought it was because you started doing those "get ready with me" videos, showing you dressing up.
The funny thing is, I don't even know what that is, but you do. So I don't know what you're doing.
They're pretty cool, actually.
But here's the thing. I am mad, right? Because you guys heard me talk about how mad I was about what happened with the 49ers and how that sucked. And then I posted that video, and I made the big mistake, although it was good for, engagement. I tagged the 49ers. And let me just tell you, the comments were like, "Cry, Eagles, cry." We would have beat you with Purdy. All this stuff. I mean, on and on and on, right? And
those were all actual prospectors in the comments.
That's right. No, but so as I'm seeing these comments, I'm like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we lost that game, and now we have to just take that. We head into Dallas, same thing happens, and it's like double the pain losing that game, right? And so if you're not mad in some way, I don't really understand. But here is the question that I have for you guys. How are we supposed to react? Because you've got to be able to say that you're mad. You've got to be able to get mad. You can't be like, nah, it's all good. Eagles for life. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Now, last thing, and I'll open this up to you guys. I realized that my view on this is it's like politics. People on the total ends of the spectrums are all idiots, right? That's the way I feel. If you're like, no worries, Eagles are the best, we'll get them next week, that's ridiculous. If you're like down there at the NovaCare complex holding a fire Sean Desai sign, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're idiots all out here. I'm somewhere in here. Maybe it's my age. I'm somewhere in here. I'm mad, but at the same time, I almost feel guilty just being overly negative. So I open it up to you guys and saying, what are the reasonable boundaries about how we're supposed to feel about this?
So you're saying being overly negative. I watched that game and I kind of came to the reality that, yeah, we're 10-3, whatever, we control our own destiny. But I just came to the reality that the Eagles are just not that team. They're not as good as the 49ers, and they're not. Yeah, I know you remember that. You fucking threw a tantrum in there. You kicked the stool over. But no, they're whatever. They're 10-3. They can control their own destiny, but they're just not as good right now as the 49ers or Cowboys. So I kind of have that feeling of like, that Sixers second round exit, what's coming. It's like, yeah, they can get to the playoffs at 10-3. They might even get the 1 seed somehow, some way. But when it comes down to it, I just don't see them winning the NFC Championship.
So, but here's the thing. I don't want anyone's analysis of like why anything happened. What I want is your analysis about how you feel and how you think people are supposed to feel. So you're telling me, hold on, you're telling me based on that game, you don't feel like they're that team.
No.
Now, are you mad about that? You just seem to be very indifferent? Like, oh, they're not that team. I'm just going to go do something else. It doesn't seem like you really care that much.
I mean, how mad can I be? You know what I mean? I got to go on and live
life. Do you
life.
get mad?
I'm upset. I do get mad at some things. I'm upset about it.
Better question.
I'm upset about it, but it's just like
guys, if you get mad, you're just like quiet.
Here's
I'm not going to kick a stool over in the coop and throw a tantrum in front of everybody if that's what you need.
Here's how I personally feel about it. I'm beyond mad. At this point, I feel helpless. Like, I feel like they gave up. What the fuck was that? They gave up 10 touchdowns.
I'll be right back.
That was like the third quarter of the Eagles game right there. They gave up 10 touchdowns in 11 drives.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen that in the history of football before with the 0-16 Lions with anybody. You don't see a team play that 10 touchdowns in 11 drives from the opposition. They didn't score one offensive touchdown the entire game against a team that just gives up points every week. Right. It's like, it was one thing if they put up any kind of fight in those games or showed any signs of life. They're fumbling easy balls. It's like, I watched the highlights of that Niners game because I missed the game. I watched them before the Cowboys game. And, it's like they got dudes who want to kill you. They got dogs. At this point, I don't know who the dogs on the Eagles are. Who are the guys who – like Slay seems so passive, and now people are getting down on him, and he's like – he's like making his Twitter avatar the trash can that the dude was standing out front of NovaCare with. Like it's very passive aggressive. Like at some point you got to take some responsibility and you got to man up and you got to hit somebody in the mouth. We're just getting knocked all over, and that's the most disappointing part to me.
All right, that all makes sense.
It feels like they sold us false goods. You know what I mean? Like you coming out here, we're all like, it's 10-1, everything's great, and then the last two games, you see that they look like they're softer than baby shit. Like, what about when the 49ers came out and ran through the Eagles warming up on the sidelines, and no one did anything? Like, show some fight. Like, have some self-respect. I feel like this team is just like, oh, look at Mr. I Still Believe just joins the studio. But this team just the past 2 weeks, they don't even like what are they? What is this team? And then we keep on getting behind in the first half. Like then they're all coming out today. Now we're getting locker room leaks today. Like there's players in the locker room talking about the play call, and then you have Fletcher Cox saying this. Other people are saying some people aren't playing to the full abilities. Like what's going on? Like I feel like everything's just falling apart in the past 2 weeks, and maybe this team's not what we thought they were. I mean, it's still good to be 10-3, but
Wait, Mr. Everything is Fine is here with less than ideal lighting conditions. Hello.
Ben, is that Ben or Mark?
All right. You know, we're gonna have to bail.
Is that better lighting?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What's your take, dude?
Mark
Goodhart, everyone.
I'm with Fink. I think we're not who we thought we were in the sense that this is not going to be a cakewalk. I think that the Niners and the Cowboys are not what we thought they were 2 months ago. They're a hell of a lot better. But it's all still right in front of us. And we take it moment by moment, live in the moment, and one step at a time, one task at a time. And if they can do that and not let it all get ahead of them and not be, so worried about what has happened and worried about what will come, if they can stay in the moment, I still believe that we can get the job done.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Mark, are you being held hostage over there? Are you like reading? Are you reading off a script? How do you really feel? For real?
It was such a hedge.
I think that is tribute to Mariah Carey coming to Wells Fargo Center tomorrow night.
Oh, she's going to be down there tomorrow?
My wife's
Listen, I think the
I gotta
game
go
was
down
bad, but
For nothing
it's all
else.
still in front of us. You sound like Nick Sirianni, dude. It's all still in front of us. Look, and the reality is this. It is, right? And that's why this is so ironic to me that we're 10-3. Again, if you were to go back and before the season, I told you we were 10-3 at this point in the season, you'd be like, hell yeah, we got this, But just the way this played out, these last two games have been so demoralizing that you can't help but be angry. But
if you want a bright side, do you want a bright side? I saw my buddy NBA Slime on Twitter today. He says, people act like 2022 was so great, but we barely beat the Bears. We beat the Colts by 1. We beat the Cardinals by 3. We were down 14-0 to Jacksonville before coming back to that. Like, we didn't play great in every game, but I think the problem there is we got progressively better as the season continued to where now it's like, did we play our best ball in week 6 or, is it, and now it's all downhill from here?
But and that's a good point, right? Because it's the age-old debate. Last year, we're the 1 seed, relatively steamrolled, and that was a good thing. But you've seen teams like the Giants that, had the wild card situation occur where they go 9-7 or whatever, and then they go and they beat the undefeated Patriots. So there's not one way to do it. You know what I mean? And so this year we see them starting off so tremendously and then, having the issues that they're having. And you got to hope that they somehow can resurrect that because there's no right way to do it. But I think we have to call ourselves out a little bit, right? Because a couple of weeks ago, we're sitting here going, we're pointing at Skip Bayless and all these national guys who are saying that we were lucky who are saying that, we're not as good, that we're outgained and outplayed in all these games, right? And the reality is that seems to be looking like it's more of the truth than,
No, like imagine if
I
Jake
would-
Elliott didn't hit that 59-yard field goal in the rain at the end of the fourth quarter. We'd have lost 3 in a row. This town would be like ready to just give up on the team.
And back to the national media thing, Jesse. They're not allowed to say that about us. That's the problem.
Yeah,
We can say
could
it.
Yeah, it's like
They're
making
not
fun of your
allowed
own
to
kid.
say that. Yeah, like you're not allowed to talk about our teams. Then we have to come out and defend them. You're not going to say what might be true, but you're not allowed to say that.
That's our job.
Well, what bothers me the most is not even the play on the field. It's the way that some of the players are carrying themselves off the field, and this infighting that you hear about, and the sort of calling people out without
Drama.
the drama. Because that's not us. That's not who the Eagles have been, at least not since Doug's last season, but that was mostly Carson Wentz, motivated. That's what worries me more than them being able to turn it around on the field.
Yeah, this is when you need those team leaders to step in, have one of those team-only type meetings and get the shit together. Have Jason Kelsey and the Lane Johnsons and the Hurts.
Well, speaking of Wentz,
BG.
the last time I remember the team in this shape being this good at this point of the season was when Wentz got injured. And everyone was like, the season's over. Wentz got hurt. Maybe you need something to like bottom. You can't be – I don't think Philadelphia – have we ever won just being super confident all year? Every time we were like the defending champs or the team to beat, we always come up short, right?
2004 was the one year, and we lost.
Yeah,
that was
you
like
lost.
the last
True.
time that I had that confidence.
Even the 08 Phillies, they weren't like in 09 they were, in 11 they were, and we came up short those years. Maybe we need like the shit to go down where everyone gives up on the team, and because like you said, they beat these last few teams and they're the number 1 seed in the East still, and Frisco's got to go through here. So I don't know. You can't call it. You just got to hope they play better and they tighten it up. They're not going to fumble 3 times again, probably. Can the defense be this bad all year?
That's what I was going to say. Like, the only positive there, you also did all this against the Chiefs, the Bills, the Cowboys, the 49ers. All these teams were Super Bowl contenders. Top 5 teams going into the season. So you're playing against good teams, but like maybe we're just not as good or something.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why when I said that on Sunday when we were watching the game, I was like, the Eagles just aren't that squad. They're just not
right.
like with the national
Is that
media
when
is
Jesse
talking
threw
about.
the
Yeah.
Is
And
that when he
the
threw
the national media is saying, "Oh, the Eagles are really just not that good." I wouldn't say that's true because they are a good team. Don't get me wrong, but they're clearly just not as good as the 2 teams they just faced. And at some point, we're gonna have to see one of those teams, maybe 2 of those teams in the playoffs. And if we do have to see those teams, I'm not gonna be confident going into those games unless something changes over the next 4 weeks. You know what I mean?
What about let's
And I don't care if we play them in Philadelphia or in their house.
I have a question for all of you. So recently, all of our games, we come out to a slow start, right? In the first half. So all week, we're in practice, you're going through walkthroughs, you're doing all this for the beginning of the game, and we keep on coming out looking like trash. Like, what's going on that we're in the first half looking like that?
I think
That's a
falls
coaching
on
thing.
Jalen.
That's a coaching.
That's coaching, right?
Yeah, that's a coach. If
I don't
your
know. I
team
think it falls on
prepared,
Jalen.
nah, I don't
You
think
think
it
it's
falls on Jalen. I think
that's
you got to come out prepared. You like in getting prepared during the week is all the coaches' jobs. You know what I mean? It's everything that they do in practice, from the food they eat to the music they play to the intensity that they have practice. Like, you got to get this team ready and get them fired up and get them prepared. Like, I know most teams do it now with like the scripted plays right out the bat, but they got to have some good scripted plays on offense and execute those plays. You know what I mean? It's just like, it seems like that just doesn't happen. And I don't know if it's because of, Brian Johnson, if it's because, Jalen's calling
arrogance
stuff at the line,
coaching
whatever it is, they don't look great at the beginning of these games. And you get that cleaned up. You start winning games early, that goes a long way in these games. And I think that's what they need to work on these next 4 weeks is like coming out firing each and every week and playing like that throughout the games and getting some confidence back. Like, sometimes this kind of shit needs to happen to a team in order for them to turn it around. You know what I mean? Like nobody likes
They need
to
a
lose.
sniff test.
Yeah, like this was a litmus test. They're not as good as these other two teams. And maybe, it's the NFL. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, like they said. But, right now, I'm just like, it is what it is. The Eagles are a good team. They're not as good as the Niners or the Cowboys. We'll see them in the
Who's-
playoffs, and anything can happen there.
Mark,
The
were you
question
down
is,
there?
do they deep down believe that they can be as good as those teams? And we don't know that. Nobody knows that. Only each of them know that inside. And
I mean, personally, I don't think, like, just looking at the rosters and the talent on the rosters, they're not as good, bottom line.
understood. But I guess what I'm saying is there are elements of our team that are as good or better, or at least can be as good or better. And I'm talking specifically about both lines.
Mhm.
And, our offensive line got pushed around. Like,
That's
I'm
the thing
sorry.
that
I
killed-
don't think
one
that the
Yeah,
is
you
the
got
O-line thinking, you know what, Dallas is better than us. Like, we got to start, as you said, come out and start pushing people around from jump. I mean,
right from the gate. And but the Eagles, they're not going to do that. They're not going to come out and establish the bully ball and like my maulers are going to come out and run you off the line like first play. We're coming out and throwing the ball 7 times in a row to start the game. You know what I mean? Offensive linemen, they like the run block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they
I
want
heard
to
a
do.
stat. We are averaging 9.5 less carries the past 5 games as we were the first, 7 games or something. That's a lot.
You guys on the
Did
last
Jesse
podcast.
ditch us?
Jess is checking on the wellness of his family right now. I hope everything's all right over there. I hope everything's all right over there.
He did want to ask about the Sixers because he said we have to talk about something positive. Does that give you any positive hopes, Meech? What's going on with the Sixers?
You want me to give you the most positive thing that came out of the Sixers tonight? I got my Mike Muscala 8-piece free chicken nugget.
But that's not the best part. Meech, tell him the best part.
What do you got?
What's the best part?
You weren't even at the game.
Oh, you don't have to.
You don't have to go to the games. You stop
No.
by Chick-fil-A and get your free nuggets when
You got to
bricking for chicken. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think they tell you the rules during the game, but if there's 2 foul shots missed, all you got to do is download on the app. You got to download the reward before 10:30 the next morning.
Yeah.
What sauce do you guys go with your nuggets from Chick-fil-A?
I don't really eat Chick-fil-A.
Sweet and
very
I
often.
spicy
I don't
sriracha
agree with
and
their. I don't agree with
They're-
their politics.
They're the
I'm with
two-
you.
I don't
I'm
go
with
there
you,
all-
Rock. I'm with you, Rock.
I don't go there often, but
Neither do
I
I.
would get the
But
Buffalo.
When Mike Muscala bricks 2 free throws,
You can't pass up those free nuggets, right?
listen.
A guy at work and I, we were talking about this today. Who's
Yo, I
paying
think
for
an
Who's
8-piece
paying for
nugget from
this?
Chick-fil-A is like $15 now.
Yeah, who
So
the hell's paying for all this free chicken? Is it
Dude,
Chick-fil-A?
it's-
Is it the
It's a great
Sixers?
marketing
if
thing.
you miss the
Is
free
it-
throws, you got Mike Muscala pays for it.
The past 45 seconds.
Sixers send them the bill.
Rock, who goes there and just gets the 5 free nuggets? Nobody.
Cheers, Mike.
Meech.
Meech
Thanks,
just did it. I guess my
was
buddy,
8
my buddy at work who might be watching right now. His wife went and grabbed those
It was
nuggets
8
on the way
free
home.
nuggets, and I did buy a waffle fry as well.
Yeah, I'm sure most people go in, they grab the free nuggets and they're like, you know what? Throw a soda on top. Throw some of those waffle fries on.
Shout
there.
out Mike.
Yeah, Mike Muscala.
And Mike Muscala got us Maxi too.
Tyrese Maxey and 8-piece nugget. That's like my favorite. He's more generous to me than most of my friends are.
In terms
All
of-
right, relax.
The Sixers are kind of like how I feel about the Eagles right now. Now they're playing good. They're doing their regular season thing. Like
Yeah, but they're overachieving.
yeah,
The Eagles are underachieving. The Sixers.
you think the Sixers are
clearly-
overachieving? I think they're
Absolutely.
playing the way they should play. They're beating the team they should beat. They're
the
not like
Sixers are the only team in NBA history to beat an in-season tournament champion by 40+ points.
Right, ever.
Ever.
Never
Yeah,
been
In the
done.
history of the NBA.
Entire.
they got that going for them.
Can we talk about the Lakers hanging a banner and having a champagne celebration?
No, they didn't.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And-
All right,
and-
so
Yeah,
the champagne thing I think is outrageous because let's be real, guys. But the banner thing, I think that's more like the NBA trying to push along the tournament type thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the in-season tournament, man. Some of those guys were fired, and you know what? The Sixers, like you said, like I said, they're gonna do their thing in the regular season. But when it came down to it, crunch time, they had a chance to go into this in-season tournament, make some extra bucks. And what happened? They didn't even make the knockout rounds.
And they're better off for it. You see what happened to the Knicks? They made their little knockout stage and got their ass kicked by the Bucks and the Pacers, I think. And now they got 2 losses on their regular season record.
We got the Sixers were at home resting, and then I saw that fry fall out of your mouth, Meech.
I call it.
The Sixers were at home resting, and then Embiid comes out and drops a 50-piece. So I mean, that might.
If you're LeBron James, how do you not say we're not doing a champagne celebration? Come on.
You know LeBron. LeBron's Mr. NBA, dude. He's got to be the face of the league. He's got to,
I hated Anthony Davis yelling, "I'm him." After they won more than anything, he was like, "I'm him."
He's never won shit.
I was watching that.
Wait, I just got something that popped up on my phone that said the Patriots are parting ways with Bill Belichick after this season. Is that true?
You're like 4 hours late, but
or is that some sort of?
Thanks for the breaking news, Rock. Did that just come through on your earpiece?
it just popped up on my phone. I was like, wait, what?
Yo, what the fuck was I about to? I had a nice
the Sixers
thought I was about to make. I don't know if it was about the. Man, fuck Bill Belichick.
Yeah. We got an update from Jess. He's not going to be joining us for the rest of the show. Hope everything's all right with that. So we're going to have to.
Oh, we're going to go off the rails now. Let's go. Let's go. Dad's out of here. So
parents are away. The kids will play.
Now let's.
Who's got the beers?
Like the man with this, so we won't be able to hit off, right?
Oh, this shit'll be running for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I was literally in the middle of texting Fink to say, hey, you're going to have to log in at some point. Turn this off.
Oh, you guys are putting it on me? That's going to go well.
Oh, boy.
We'll just let it keep on running for a little bit. Let's have some fun. So what are you guys doing, huh?
Give us the Sixers.
How's your holiday shopping going, fellas?
Mike missing foul shots. Okay, let's move on.
Free nuggets. How's the holiday shopping going for everybody?
I haven't even started yet.
There you go. That's
I'm
with you, bro.
I actually have something on this. You know how we were talking about, I think it was all of us, we were talking about bidets a couple of weeks ago. You guys remember?
That was months ago.
Months?
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks ago, but okay. So, these office parties, they have the white elephant steal the gift thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody brought to Danielle's white elephant office party today a bidet that you can hitch to your toilet. Mm-hmm. And it was the most popular gift that everyone was trying to do.
I'd be gunning for that thing.
Tell Danielle.
That's a great gift.
Great gift, right?
Did she get it?
Today we ended up with an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a clean ass, you know.
Well, you take that Amazon gift card and you go buy the bidet from Amazon. You know what I mean?
Rock's always thinking. He's on top of everything.
You know what I mean?
Am I bothering anybody by my Chick-fil-A?
Stop.
You're pissing me off, but
Mark,
you don't care.
Mark, you don't have the bidet anymore. Danielle, you traded it for something else.
Well, she didn't bring it. It was somebody else brought it. And it was the hot item that everyone was.
I thought she wanted. I thought that was the gift she got. I was gonna say.
No. If I had known what was happening, I would just told her grab it and run and quit.
Yo, here's my thinking. If I was at a work party where we're exchanging gifts, I wouldn't let it be known that I'm so excited about getting water shot up my ass. You know what I mean?
Have you tried it before though?
I'd be like, I'll take the picture frame. I'll take that one.
But Meech, have you tried it before?
No, I've never tried a bidet in my life.
Listen, I had the same kind of feeling about it until I tried it, and I was like, oh, there's something to this, man. I mean, I don't like things in my ass, but everyone loves a clean ass, and it definitely
look
cleans
what
you
happens
out.
with Jesse. This show goes off the rails.
This episode is getting scrubbed. This episode is getting scrubbed after this.
But Meech, how are you making out with those 5 kids? How you making out with the Christmas?
Well, not
shopping?
only do I have the 5 kids for Christmas, but the twins just had a birthday, and Max's birthday is on Thursday. So besides that, I got my nephew's birthday's tomorrow. My niece's birthday was today. I got the craziest December. Don't even ask me about it because it makes me angry. that's why I can't get so angry about the Eagles because I'm so busy with other shit during December. So whatever. It's tough, man. It's a lot of gifts to get.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
it sounds like
kids.
a nightmare, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That just sounds like. I mean, thank God Santa's around, right, to take care of all that.
And then
for
I got my one son. He's 13 years old. I think he's changed the pair of sneaker that he asked for 4 times in the past 3 weeks.
Hey, listen, at a certain point,
I'm like, dude,
get
like,
what you
yeah.
get.
I like it.
Look at Wooly. There
Well-
you go, Wooly. Thank you.
So Meech, let me ask a question. When you have 5 kids, I know how it goes with 3. When you have 5 kids, like, do you and your wife even exchange gifts, or you just like throw up your hands and say, like, you know?
We haven't exchanged Christmas, birthday, Valentine's, any kind of gifts in the past 10 years because it's all. I mean, it's coming from us. Like, if she bought a gift for me, I'd be like, what the fuck you doing? You know, we're at that point in our. It's
Me.
more about.
I'm with you. I got some socks, which I love, but like,
Yeah,
that's like more than enough.
Yeah, you get a little small.
usually-
You get a little small thing for each other, right? A little
I
something
usually
like
try
that.
and get something from the kid. You know, just something
I
that
need-
she said she wanted. You know, but no, we don't go crazy. It's not like when we.
I'm going to remind you about around Valentine's Day, Meet. You're getting your wife flowers this year, okay, pal? You hear me?
She doesn't like flower. Like
You're getting her chocolates.
she doesn't
Fuck
like
Valentine's
chocolate.
Day.
Fink, well, how you making out
Now we
with,
can
with
go
the
to
Christmas
Fink, and
shopping?
Fink is in
Yeah,
the.
what
I
do
didn't
you
even start yet.
What do you mean?
Fink
You
is
didn't
in
get
the
you didn't get
absolute
Devin her gift?
opposite
Yeah,
boat.
Fink's definitely deep. He's like,
There's a
this is
lot of
second
pressure on your
so
Christmas
he's
gift this
deep.
year. I'm just
Seriously.
telling you right now.
You didn't
lot.
stop by Steven Singer and grab that ring?
If these parlays don't start, nobody be getting gifts for Christmas. I'll tell you that.
Whoa.
Steven Singer's. We have a. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, maybe we brought up something that we shouldn't have. I don't know.
Maybe you
No.
brought up something that you shouldn't have.
I don't
What do
know
you mean
anything.
we?
If Devin is watching this or is in the chat, I have no idea.
She's in the
I
other
just-
room. What do you mean?
She's
Oh,
she's watching the basketball game.
She's in the chat.
We're not talking about nothing.
About nothing. There you go. That's
We're talking about the Eagles and how we can't understand why the play calling is so vanilla. I don't get the offense at all either.
I think it was the last podcast when Jess was going off about the misuse of DeAndre Swift. Like, this dude is like not even on the team, which is ridiculous.
I didn't hear his name until the last drive.
Nine
ridiculous.
first half carries the last 3 games combined.
It's ridiculous. Like, this dude has an abundance of talent and they are just not using this guy. I don't understand it. Like, you watch the 49ers, you see McCaffrey's getting the ball every other play, or Debo's getting. When you have playmakers, you have to get them the ball
we're
to
talking
make
about
plays.
the holidays. How do we get back
It's
to
ridiculous.
Not only
You
are
know
they
how
getting the ball,
angry his father must be. Like,
Seriously.
putting up even more weight.
Yo, he's throwing up even more plates on those bars. It's just like, but seriously, it's like this dude, you went out and you got him from Detroit. You see like what he was able to do when he has the ball in his hands, but for some reason they just, don't give him the ball. And I'm completely dumbfounded by that.
Yeah, how did you bring this back to the Eagles?
That's what we just talking about. The holidays,
My
Christmas
bad.
shopping.
That was Fink deflecting the pressure of his Christmas gift this year.
Oh,
Oh yeah, look at him. Yeah, look at him.
Control the
Shaking his head.
narrative. I'm a swing master, baby.
Tyler Hero over there. B-ball
I
rock.
think
What
it's
was your
official.
stat line this week?
None of us could be podcast hosts. We have no control
yeah.
whatsoever, no direction. Let's just
Wooly,
chat.
I didn't play yet. My game's tomorrow night, but I'm dropping at least a 20 piece on these kids tomorrow night.
is that
Rock's gonna go out there and drop 4 points. I also don't. He ain't dropping 20. Stop that. He'll be pulling up his hammy after the second
You're
bucket.
crazy. You're crazy. I've balled with a couple of these dudes. They know I can get hot. They know I can get hot, especially in that league. Yo, speaking of which, are we doing the what was it called? The
the Ballers
Ballers Ball Invitational again over
Yeah,
the
we
Christmas
have to do
holidays? That
round
shit was
2.
fun.
We have to do round 2. We were talking about maybe putting that in January, February. It's a little bit quieter.
Yeah, the Meaches need their.
Yeah, you guys were all sick last year.
No, just me.
Oh, just you. Got it. I was looking forward to playing against you and your 8 kids or whatever.
when
Yeah.
Meach was making a super team over there behind the scenes, like it's Team
Right.
Meach. It's me, my son, Derek Coleman, and Eric Snow.
He's like, oh, I got my kid. He just made varsity. He's all city. My other kid's just making all city.
Dad's back. Dad's
Oh.
back. We gotta stop the
Yeah,
talk. We
Put the
gotta stop
beers
our
away.
talk.
Put the beers
Whoa,
away. Put the beers away.
whoa. Hey,
You talking-
Dad.
Did you use the
No.
opportunity of me leaving to talk shit on me? Is that what happened?
No.
That burn.
We
No,
we
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 gotta-
were putting
we gotta
well
just
wishes
talk
in the
shit
air
on
for you,
ourselves.
buddy.
It's all good. You know when you guys said, "What's that?" Right? You heard that big sound. It was.
Yeah.
We have a glass coffee table over here that somehow my daughter broke. As I don't know what happened. And I look up and I see this broken. She kind of looks at me. She's heading upstairs, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like, but she left before I could even talk to her. Next thing you know, I'm talking to you guys. I hear her screaming. I'm like,
I heard.
this
We
doesn't
heard the
sound good.
screaming. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
heard the
couldn't tell if
screaming.
you guys heard her screaming. I was like, oh, shit. So I go upstairs and she, you break this much glass. I think she was somehow fell on it or something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no.
Anyway, she's got this gash in her foot and
Oof.
she had to go. My wife took her to urgent care. But my son was at basketball. So my wife was going to pick up my son. So that's why I was gone for a couple minutes. But
All good.
Shout out,
yeah,
Rob.
Did you tell her that the Bills Mafia doesn't jump through glass tables?
Well,
I didn't tell her that. It's kind of on us. I mean, to be honest with you, we have this glass table that has like the sharpest metal edges. We've had it since they were like very young. So I kind of blame us. It's on us. What did you guys get into while I was gone though? What
We
happened? I was
talked
very
about
curious.
we talked about Christmas shopping. We talked a little Sixers. We talked a little Fink, what
Okay.
he's doing for Christmas.
All right, let me
gifts,
stop
and
you
then-
there because
that's
you
where we
hit
stopped.
you hit something that you guys know I wanted to get into, which is
Just
the,
I'm eating my my 8th Mike Muscala nugget.
Oh, did you told that story?
Mhm.
Beautiful. Yeah, Meech. That's not. I don't think the spirit of bricking for chicken, but that's okay. I'm glad you cashed in. But I had to ask you guys a related question because we talked a little bit about my son wanting the Oubre jersey. I hope he can't hear me. And he previously I'd got him the Seth Curry Spectrum edition, right? Which Seth gets traded away, and before that it was Simmons, right? And so now I'm like, what do I do? Because he wants Kelly Oubre. Of course he does, right? Everybody has Maxey. But Meech, I'm going to ask you because I think you would be able to answer this. Like, what are the chances that the Kelly Oubre jersey will stand the test of time? And by that, I mean at least more than this season.
I mean, listen, if you're getting it for your son, how old is he? 11, 12?
10. No, 11.
He's going to be growing very quickly. So it's most likely only going to last him a year or two anyway. But those, like, I remember I got my son Max a Lou Williams jersey. He only lasted another year or two here, but it was such a cool jersey that I passed it down to the rest of my kids, and they all wore it, even though he wasn't here anymore. It'll be a good jersey, man. Like, get it
Right.
If that's what he wants. What's the worst that could happen? It only lasts him half a year. He'd grow out of it anyway.
So, okay. Then the question.
Do they sell those jerseys, or do you have
Okay,
to get a custom made?
so here's
You might
what's
have to go to
interesting.
the Sixers shop, and I think they might be able to
No.
print it for you.
Let me explain. to you.
DHgate.
DHgate will definitely make it for you. But what's interesting is that you can get a version of it on Fanatics, but that version does not have the Nike symbol. It's an NBA jersey. It's not actually a Nike jersey, which makes it
Is
clear.
it Fanatics branded?
No, it just says NBA, which leads me to believe maybe the NBA has the rights on youth stuff, or I don't know what it is. But that's the thing. I didn't want to get him the jersey that doesn't have the actual thing because it doesn't look real. Now you can get one from the Sixers shop or whatever online. That's $150, but I don't know that you can get it with youth, and that comes with the crypto.com and all that. So my question is, in this situation, he's probably listening to me right now. What do I do? Do I get him the one without the real stuff just to get the job done? I'm confused.
Spend that cash, bro.
Yeah, spend that money.
$150.
Dude, this
Go to the
is
Sixers
what
shop.
the kid wants these, bro.
I can't believe you have those.
You know he wants those.
If he saw that right now, oh
There
my
it is.
gosh. So
Show
Rock is holding up some of the Kobe reverse Grinches that just dropped a couple weeks ago, and he was lucky enough to get them.
Yeah.
And my son has
You got
been.
the lottery, Rock? You got it?
What's up?
You got the lottery?
Yeah, I got the exclusive access through
So,
the Nike app.
but my son has been obsessed with these shoes for 2 months. He sends me a screenshot of any NBA player that's wearing them. We went to the
Did he
Kentucky.
the dude on Kentucky wearing them?
Yes. Well, he pointed out to me. He goes, "Dad, one of the guys has the regular Grinches. The other guy has the reverse Grinches." You know, it's just like
DJ Wagner was wearing the regular Grinches.
Yeah. So they're doing another drop this Friday. I think one way or the other, hopefully, I'll get my hands on some. But
You
Rock,
should be fine.
it doesn't help me that you got them. I'm happy for you. Are you going to wear them or are you going to sell them?
That's TBD. If I get another pair, I'll wear them to actually hoop in.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like
Rock,
Meech, you're
yeah.
trying to get those. Are you going to you'll just wear them, right?
I won't. If I
I'm
get
not a
them, I'll
big
give them
fan
my-
of like I won't wear them on the street. I'm not a big
My-
fan
my
of bright
sons
red
want them
shoes.
more than
I
I
was
do.
going to say.
I don't,
say, like,
I
you gotta
don't think
hoop
I've
in
ever
those.
worn a pair of
Yeah.
red sneakers, especially ones that are that bright red.
Okay.
So they're not for me. But
I would
All right.
wear 'em. I would wear them.
I don't even know if I could hoop in them, to be honest with you. With these knees I got, these 43-year-old knees, they don't
Yeah.
they don't have max cushioning.
Drop,
like
dropping 20. I'm dropping 20 with these knees.
I'll
can't
drop
do the
20
low
with these
top.
knees, and then after the game, I'll be looking like Patrick Ewing with the double ice bags wrapped around his knees with saran wrap. That'll be me.
Who sweats more, you or Patrick Ewing?
I can get pretty sweaty out there. I ain't gonna lie, man. But you know, when you're going hard, you can do nothing but sweat. You know.
All right.
We also talked about the lack of Swift in the offense while you were
I
gone.
know. Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
it's
I
disgusting.
No
can't.
more Eagles.
I can't. All right, here's the thing. I
Can
have
bring something up that's like a little bit out of left field, or
no,
I mean,
not
I know
yet.
what Jesse's
Because
gonna
we have to
say.
do something. No, we have to do
do it
something.
anyway.
No, we have to do something that precedes that because I've told this gentleman that we would allow him to come on because we need to honor him. Because
JBMP. What's up, Squirrel?
Radical squirrel.
it is
Yo,
Radical
yo, yo.
Squirrel. It's his birthday.
Oh,
So
Yo, happy
I wanted to
birthday,
bring-
Squirrel!
HBD.
We had to bring the
Thank you,
squirrel
thank
on the
you.
show.
I
Yeah.
actually saw it on Instagram that it was your
I
birthday.
feel like a 10-year-old.
Happy birthday. That's what his knees are not 43.
Yeah, squirrel. What are you now? 31.
34.
Oh my God, that seems
Old
so
head.
old. For a kid that's always been 10 years younger than me, that seems like you're actually starting to get old, man. But you know,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
doing great.
definitely starting to feel pretty old.
Yeah. Okay. So it was Squirrel's birthday today. Still is. Happy birthday. I hope you're celebrating with some wonderful island drinks. He's coming from Barbados, guys. That's where the squirrel
Did you
resides.
surf? Did you surf today?
What do you mean, dude?
I did. I surfed twice.
You get barreled? You get in that barrel, that birthday barrel? Or what?
No birthday barrel, but I
Oh,
like that
no.
expression.
What about the fireball?
Oh, birthday fireball.
You know, Roger actually sent a text earlier talking about coconut fireball, and that got me thinking, there's no flavors for fireball, which is an
Mhm.
interesting concept. I mean,
I
I
think
guess
cinnamon
you
is
got
the
the
flavor of
cinnamon.
The coconut and fireball might be actually really good, man. You should
We're
try
on
that
to
out.
something. Let's
All right.
talk.
So here's the
Squirrel
thing.
shots.
I mean, listen.
I saw. Okay, the whole birthday thing to me is hysterical because we live in a world where things are totally different, right? I woke up today and I know that December 12th is his birthday loosely, right? Like we have this phenomenon with all our friends. Like Brad and I were friends from down the shore, right? So we used to hang out in the summer. So I know like his brother's birthday is July 25th. So I know that off the top of my head. But his birthday is in December and we weren't hanging out. So I didn't know his birthday as much. Now at this point, I know it's December 12th, like I said, loosely. So I wake up. I don't know it's Squirrel's birthday. I'm not thinking about Squirrel, but I see online his girlfriend post that it's his birthday, right? So I immediately do what any close friend would do. I text him directly, right? Send him the direct text. Hey, happy birthday. And I said, hey, we happen to be doing a podcast tonight. You should come on. So that occurs. But then, it's probably an hour or two later, someone on a group text that I am on wishes him happy birthday. At which point I have to make a decision because I don't want to wish him happy birthday again. I already did it, right? And I wouldn't do it on a group text because we're close enough. I'm doing it directly. So that was a little bit of a strange situation, right? Where I'm like, do I wish him birthday again? So I'm not going to do it. And part of me was thinking, well, these guys must think I'm a real dick because they're saying happy birthday to him and I'm not chiming in.
I thought you were being a dick. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of late with the happy birthday text, but I was busy at work, and then I was like, "Damn, Jess this is OG homie, and he's not even wishing him happy birthday. What an asshole!"
Right? You see what I'm saying? It's like, I could wish him happy birthday online. I could wish him happy birthday on Instagram. I could wish him happy birthday on Facebook. You know what I mean? But like, it's almost like in that situation, you thought exactly what I thought you might think, but I knew I had already done it directly. So the birthday thing is not easy to navigate.
Everyone knows you do stuff for the clout. You know, it's not for genuine interest in someone. It's to make sure people know.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Squirrel, I should have posted that picture of you doing that sick backside turn in Barbados. And be like, yo, happy birthday to my friend, Radical Squirrel. He rips in case you
Hey.
didn't know that.
So it's 8:50, bro. You still have time to get that out. Actually,
Yo,
What's
I
the-
kind of
what's-
wish.
I might.
I kind of wish I would have wore my variation of the Eagles script hat. We could have had 3 different. I have the
Yeah.
green with the black brim, and you guys have 2 different other ones.
Mark,
Oh, look at
That
that.
was a nice
Mark,
little
don't you have that
trifecta.
hat too?
Real quick question for Squirrel because he's down there in Barbados.
Not there,
Does
but
anyone ever
Billy, you have
comment on your Eagles gear in Barbados? Do you get a Go Birds down there ever?
Never. But the funny thing is, like down here, because it's a third world country, you would be surprised how much not only sports gear there's going on, but specifically Philly gear. I've seen Iverson jerseys all over the place. It's very comical. Plenty of McNabb stuff. You know, it's a few seasons behind, but the intensity is pretty impressive because there's a lot of Philly sports down here.
Right, but that's just
I
a
don't
factor of Modell's
you-
printing, like,
Yeah.
as much Philly.
I
gear
don't
as
think
they
they've
can.
ever seen a game.
Do you ever see a championship T-shirt and you're like, wait, I know that team was the team that lost,
Right.
but they sent the shirts down here. Have you ever seen that?
Like the Patriots.
I haven't
back-
seen that, but that's a good point. I'll have to keep my eye out. I'll have to start getting better at snapping some photos because there's some pretty legendary jerseys down here.
All right. Well, look, happy
Squirrel,
birthday
hold
to
on.
you.
Squirrel, how much time do you spend down there a year?
Between like 3 to 6 months.
And isn't your brother the one that's supposed to be snapping the photos?
Yeah, our middle brother Trevor, he photographer.
He
Tell
just
him to
surfs.
snap the
No, he
photo.
So
surfs.
no, seriously.
who was
Squirrel's
in the coop? Was that last night? No, 2 nights.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
Trevor's a big
Hell,
coop guy.
By the way, Squirrel, Trevor came back, didn't bring the mojo. You're going to come back for the holidays. We might need to get you in there. He's going to hate to hear this, but that.
I mean, the
Radical
numbers
Squirrel-
don't lie. Let me ask a quick question. What was the vibe at the coop? Did people hang out until the end?
I did, and then I wanted to hang myself out the window.
I would say.
We had one
Yeah,
fun
I'll
moment.
tell you what. I had the
Each left
worst.
through the second floor window.
The Jalen Carter, the return.
Yeah,
the
that was
best.
fun. That the only touchdown
was
of
it.
the game.
What were you gonna
That
say,
was a
Rock?
kind of fun moment. Every other moment sucked
Rock,
ass.
what were you going to
I'm gonna
say?
ask
Do you had diarrhea or something?
No, I didn't have diarrhea. So I had Mark drop me off at the. I was like after the game, I was like, I got no rush to get home. I'll hop on the sub. The Ubers and Lyfts were like $50 for some weird reason at that time. So
Because
I
everyone's
had-
trying to leave after an Eagles game.
yeah, so I had Mark drop me off at City Hall, and I hopped on the sub, and I get down there, and I'm like, hey, where can I get on the green line? The lady's like, oh, the green line doesn't run from here anymore. You got to pick it up at 40th and Market. I'm like, shit. All right. I hop on the blue line to 40th and Market. I get out there, and it's fucking pouring, raining. And there's nowhere to stand, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just start walking home. And I ended up walking like probably 20 blocks home because the trolley never came, and that was just the icing on top of the cake. It was shit night.
That really was. That
Yeah.
really was.
But-
Well, look,
But you had your umbrella.
I did have the umbrella, and
you
it's a
didn't have
massive
to wet.
umbrella.
yeah, you had a legendary FootJoy golf umbrella. So
I
you were
did. I
okay.
had a giant umbrella. I had Gore-Tex shoes on and shit, but still, it's just salty.
I thought Coop picked one up. I got all excited. I thought
All
we
right.
got ourselves a nice umbrella.
No.
Gentlemen, here's the deal. This turned out a little funky for me for various reasons. Thank you for keeping it going. I was hoping to delve a little bit deeper into the psychosis of the Eagles fan right now, but I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I'm the one.
We're
with the
pissed off.
controls, and I gotta cut this off right now. But thank you everyone for your time. And hey, real quick, if anybody is still paying attention to this, next Monday we're gonna have the holiday party. We're gonna potluck party. Everybody's gonna bring their local favorite dessert, food, whatever it is. It's gonna be great. We're gonna start that thing up probably at like 6:30. Do
Hell
the
yeah.
holiday stuff. We're gonna do a show, pregame show before the game. We're all gonna watch the game. Very nervous.
Rock,
that's
you're
just
gonna
a
come down
fact.
from the clouds and join us.
Yeah, I think my son's
Yeah,
got a game
I'll
at
be there.
5:30 at Ghost. We should have a watch party there and then all head down.
Can I join? Can I
Okay,
join via StreamYard on that
Of
one?
course. We'll
I
put
don't
you up
know.
there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
Yeah,
it might
we'll
be hard
put-
to hear you with all the thousands of people we'll have in there, but we'll figure
No, but
it
we
out.
could probably actually just have you. Literally, we could just have a good heart stream the whole
And by the
time.
way, last thing I'll say, shout out Don't Tell Comedy. We had a comedy show at the Coop on Saturday night with Don't
Oh
Tell
yeah, that was a
Comedy.
good time.
That
Good
was
time.
legit.
That
We
was
had 100
amazing.
people in there. If you are looking for a fun place to have a comedy show, a music show, a fundraiser, whatever, the Coop is off the charts. Come see it. Just hit us up. Feel free to come check it out. All right, but I gotta go, boys. Thank
Yeah.
you, and
Love
we'll
you.
catch.
Bye.
I'll catch you guys next
Squirrel.
week.
Love.
Great
Happy
seeing you,
birthday,
baby.
Squirrel, happy
Squirrel.
birthday, buddy.
Squirrel,
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
birthday, squirrel.
pitted.
Let's go,
So
Squirrel.
pitted.
Tubes.
So
Tubes.
So
pitted.
pitted.